Since we last saw each other, a situation came up that made me think about the state of coaching in sports in 2019. We see coaches get in trouble all the time nowadays because parents over-coddle their children. It's admirable to try and shield your kids from all the bad in the world. I get it. But at the same time, coaches being hard on a player from time to time not only teaches a player what they're doing wrong, but aggressive coaching, done the right way, can also help teach discipline, respect, and build character that the kid might not get in any other aspect of life. The practice of parenting could use a little of that every now and then. But the mom in the subject of this week's story apparently didn't get the memo. Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Out of Left Field. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangadis. Let me just preface this week's topic by saying that I don't necessarily think the mother in this story is a bad mother. She's just looking out for her kid, but sometimes parents can be overprotective and that can definitely hamper a boy's maturing into a man. There was a TMZ manufactured controversy about a football mom who got upset and outraged at recently retired all-time great running back Marshawn Lynch for yelling at an 11-year-old during drills at a youth football camp Lynch runs. I'm not going to use her name because she's getting enough backlash from this as it is. But the mother said there was no need for Lynch's use of profanity while coaching the kids.
Yeah, I do. I cuss a lot. I cuss in front of them. So look, I cuss a lot. Every one of them's fine. All right, that's okay.
Apparently, the problem came in when a group of the kids were standing around waiting for their turn to be in Lynch's drill group. Lynch saw the kids weren't doing anything, so he told them to get the f*** out of my drill before sending them to the side to run. The kids went to run, except for this woman's kid, who instead ran to mommy because someone yelled at him. Now look, I'm not blaming the kid either. The kid just acted how he's being raised. Coddled. The mother made a scene on the field and then ran back off into the stands, but she didn't expect Lynch to follow her so he could explain what was going on. Lynch then asked the mother if there was a man around.
Is there a man here with you?
Not here.
There's not a man here with you?
But I'm here. What does that matter?
Because
my son is leaving. I don't care. It's my son.
The mother thought the question was sexist, according to an additional interview she did with TMZ. Lynch was basically asking if a man was around, most likely because a man might understand better how things work on a football field. Sorry, ladies. That's just the truth. Lynch said he felt he wanted to explain the situation to the woman so she wouldn't throw dirt on his name, which she eventually did anyway in the follow-up interview with TMZ.
Like, you can't even have like a conversation with him without him like legit getting really mad. And it's like, if he's gonna be that way around children, maybe he shouldn't be around children.
Now, for those that don't know, Lynch typically avoids the media and answering any of their questions like the plague.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. So y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm gonna answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please.
Basically because he doesn't trust the media to accurately report his comments.
You know why I'm here.
And why should he? Would you? I know I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I was an assistant high school baseball coach for 4 years, and while I created a friendly environment with my players, they also knew when it was time to get down to business. Why? Because if someone did something wrong or didn't do something they were supposed to be doing, they knew about it from me. I yelled at a kid during a game one time for something he did wrong, and that was all it took for that kid to change teams the following season. And we didn't miss him. But we were an above 500 team every year I coached. When I was 5 years old, I took Taekwondo, and my sensei was tough but fair. He was a disciplinarian who eventually got his students to do things the right way. I had to quit for a few years because of school, but I eventually joined a Taekwondo class again with my local community center. And because the sensei they employed coddled his students and didn't display a whole lot of discipline, I quit after the first or second lesson. My high school and college coaches would chew me out almost on a daily basis, and did I quit? No, and I'll tell you exactly why. When I first began playing varsity baseball, my head coach would yell at me every single day. So one day, I asked my assistant coach why he was so hard on me all the time, and he told me that if the head coach didn't yell at me, he didn't care about me. Why would he waste his breath otherwise? I've carried those experiences around for the rest of my life, and I'm grateful for it. I learned how to get better while also learning about sportsmanship and the unwritten rules of respect that are almost non-existent these days. I'm not saying it's necessarily right to swear around kids all the time, but what I am saying is that kids need discipline. If you tell them that they're a special little flower every day of their lives without proper discipline for their actions, odds are they're not going to excel in physical endeavors. There are the exceptions who, because they're naturally gifted athletes, can get by with weaker parents, but that's the exception, not the rule. The bottom line is that while I'm not the biggest fan of Lynch, I respect his professional accomplishments. Plus, in this case, he's not wrong. That's all I have for you for this week. If you like this video, don't forget to share it. That's the best way to help these videos keep coming. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube might eventually let you know when MRC-TV comes out with a new video. And remember to like us on Zuckerbook. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangadis.